Hey, and we are live. I don't know. Today was uneventful. I've just been working on API and backend security stuff. I helped Nate with a few things. And yeah, just tying up our loose ends for our big launch. So that's exciting. And I've been working on getting a dual boot of Mint on my MacBook Pro, which everything works except the keyboard and trackpad. So I'm really close on getting those working, hopefully. But yeah, it's been fun.
How do you even work on that when those don't work?
You have to plug in external USB keyboard. Yeah. So what's funny though is, you know, like these LG monitors, they only work with the new MacBook Pro. It works out of the box with the Linux build I have. And I just think that's funny that the keyboard doesn't work, but the display does. But yeah, that was my day. How about you, Nate?
I mean, it was pretty good. I spent some time trying to figure out the full screen player thing. And I don't have a solution yet for that. It's like a web security thing that you can't force something full screen without a user like clicking, you know, like their consent. So even though I can detect when the player's full screen, I can't force it into full screen on a re-render. So still looking at stuff for that. I got the acknowledgements list in. I've got it scrolling because when I first put it in, it was like way off the page. So you can now scroll through it. And then for the future, I'm looking, as Jacob and I discussed, we're looking for a way to build kind of like a fetch policy service so that it can support offline. So offline, the queries go to cache only and not the network. And then when we push new stuff, like new content, we want it to be network only. So it updates the app. So just trying to think of ideas of how we can put that in and get it working. That was it.
Cool, man. Good work. Jason.
What up? Today's been a fun day. Lots of customer support. Always seems to happen is we have something humongous, you know, a change in Devslopes, which is great. Just, you know, getting everybody transitioned over to 2.0, which is really fun. They're going to have a way better experience with that. And finished up the blockchain landing page. Everything is just, it is so beautiful and so amazing. It feels good to dive into some web design again. And so, Evan, that thing is fully mobile, responsive, and beautiful on everything. The nav bar changes dynamically when you hit the blockchain page, which is great. And then we've got the blockchain or the Devslopes for Business link down in the footer. The nasty Discord icon is gone from the nav bar. I know Ben made that update, but I was tampering in the nav bar before. And so I just made it on my branch because I figured there would probably be a merge conflict since we both had our hands in the SaaS.
Get your hands off my SaaS.
And that was it. That was it. So we're just Evan made the contact form. I spoke to Mark and then demanded so rudely to Jacob about creating an endpoint. Sorry, Jacob.
That's so rude.
I didn't mean to sound so demanding.
I forgive you since you know, so you nicely
I was
asked.
talking with Mark and said, hey, is there like an easy way or just like a way in Angular to, you know, you can do it in PHP with contact forms, write some PHP to send something to an email. And I'm like, I've looked around, couldn't find anything in Angular to do it. And Mark's like, you know, we should really look into building our own endpoint from that so we can try to like kind of get away from the active campaign, making that dependent on something else. And so I just mentioned it to Jacob and I got stepped on. So that's all I did.
He didn't mention it.
We just need the endpoint and the verbiage for that.
Where's that card at, Jason?
It's in the website, and I tagged you in it.
Okay, do you have details of what gets passed up to me?
No, but I will add that right after stand-up.
Yes. All right, cool. All right, good work, man. Johnny B.
Yo, just customer support and working on more videos. We'll be having a new section by the end of the week for Android on social login. Be covering Facebook, Twitter, and Google. So you guys watching, stay tuned for that.
Sweet, very nice.
Sweet, man.
Nice.
All right. I'm going to make Evan wait. Benjamin.
Oh, my screen's wigging out. Okay. So I pretended to work all day. And then I recorded 6 videos for the Angular 5 section. I'm going to be editing those and probably recording a couple more tonight so that we can get the whole thing out for everybody. Keep them busy. I reached out to some of my favorite Pinterest artists about possibly getting some assets for game development stuff for our weekly game Coffee and Code that we're going to have going on. I also spoke to some community members about what they'd like to see from those weekly game dev sessions. Did some squiggles for the Sprite Kit Part 2 Coffee and Code this Saturday. I am super excited about that. And got some presentation helpers done as well. And then I got a Sprite Kit blog post to Johnny B for his wonderful, amazing wife to peruse and re-English, because sometimes my word's not so good.
With a sentence like re-English, yeah. You definitely have some
Re-English this.
So that was pretty much my day.
Sweet. Oh yeah, and I got Ben's 2 new Angular videos up, and those are live on the app, everybody. Ben is just killing it with the Angular 5 stuff. Nice. I can't wait to take that section myself.
It's a good section. You know, if I say so myself.
Yeah, it's good.
Just kidding.
Well, good work, Ben. This Sid's update is she wants to go on a WALK.
Ooh.
And that is why she's harassing me. All right. Caleb.
I was going to say the W word, but I'm too nice.
I got headphones on.
Hacks. Anyway, my day was good. I finished a few more blockchain videos, uploaded those to Vimeo, which I used to say Vimeo until I worked with you guys. But anyway, blockchain.
Vimeo? It's Jason's fault.
Is it? It sounds fancier that way. Vimeo.
It sounds French.
Yeah, it's a fancy way to say it.
It's actually pronounced YouTube too. So.
Oh man, I've been saying everything wrong.
YouTube versus Vimeo.
Well, I got 2 blockchain videos done, and they're uploaded to that site. What else did I do? I wrote a bunch of questions for the Ethereum exam. There's like 98 questions right now or something, or 97 questions. Me and Mark kind of tackled that today and finished it. So tons of questions. I know much more about Ethereum and Solidity and everything that I ever cared to know, but there's still like so much more to know. So it's good. Just so many questions, and like my brain has like reached like its saturation point where I feel like every question I write, it's like, no, I've already written that. No, I've already said that. Like so. But yeah, we have a good foundation for that. Social media stuff. I think that's it.
Cool.
Nice, man. Good work. Is that all the questions you need, or do you need more?
We need 85, but we have 10 on deck just in case
Oh.
they like say we don't like this one or you guys suck. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, you should really plan to write like 3 different versions so people can't cheat off of each other.
You know,
True.
that's a thought. We'll see if they ask us for that.
Well, good work, man. I can imagine that being grueling because I hate coming up with like 10 questions.
Right. Coming up with the incorrect answers is the worst part.
Yeah, for
It's like
sure.
it has to be believable, but also incorrect.
That is very true.
Just have me take the test, and I'll help you make some incorrect answers.
No, you'd ace it, man.
All right. Well, good work, man. And Evan.
That was a good day. Basically spent the majority of the day doing product roadmap stuff. Now that 2.0 is out and launches around the corner, my goal is to have 2.0 on all fronts, including our planning and our process in how we implement features, enhancements, bugs, so that everyone isn't overwhelmed and we're doing the right things, utilizing our resources properly. So product road mapping for Electron, admin app, website, and DevOps stuff. So that's almost done. And then second half of the day was spent in Amplitude. So I made a ton of dashboards in it, just kind of getting familiar with it and making sure that it's pulling all the data that we want, that we need, all the data that matters. And then had a cool call with somebody from USC who made this really cool free tool for Swift, which we could do something with in the future, but it's pretty cool. And that is it.
Sweet, man. Good work. And Mark was also doing blockchain questions all day.
Yep.
And was cranky about doing anything else.
Linux broke him.
Yes, it did. All right, guys. Good work, everyone. And thanks for tuning in, the 7 of you. We appreciate it. All right. See you guys.
Yeah.